Archangel Michael says, the sky trembled the moment the ink touched the paper. In a place where loyalty was once sworn, betrayal has carved its name deep into your destiny. The person you believed would stand by you has now signed your pain into motion. Behind closed doors, they have aligned with shadows you were never meant to know. That signature was not just ink, it was a silent scream against your trust, your love, your loyalty. A hand once held in faith has now delivered your name to destruction. The betrayal wasn't loud, it was surgical, hidden in the quiet shuffle of papers and false smiles. The person who once called you family, partner, or friend has now exchanged your peace for their gain. This is not a random act, this was plotted. You felt it in your heart before the truth arrived. The chills, the silence, the sudden distance, it all whispered that something was off. Now, it's no longer a whisper. It's a scream in your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You were not paranoid. Your spirit was right. Something unseen was moving in the background, something designed to crush your spirit without ever raising a hand. This person vowed protection, but it was never about keeping you safe, it was about keeping you under control. Their smile hid the storm. Their eyes blinked past your innocence and targeted your stability. This signature is more than betrayal, it's a legal trap, a forged allegiance, a weapon drawn against your spirit. But the heavens saw it. And now, intervention is near. You're not alone, even though they want you to feel deserted. You're not weak, though they tried to make you doubt your own worth. Archangel Michael is already standing near. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There is a paper hidden somewhere with your name on it, a document twisted by deceit, signed without your knowledge, and meant to block your destiny. That is what triggered the angelic alarm. It's the reason your sleep has been broken. A woman in the room knew what was happening. She said nothing, but her eyes carried guilt. That woman is now part of what's going to be exposed. Archangel Michael says, you will soon hear a name you didn't expect. This name will be tied directly to the betrayal, someone you thought was neutral. But neutrality is a myth when loyalty is on trial. Heaven is not silent. The fire in your bones is not anger, it is divine warning. Your spiritual DNA has sensed it all before it surfaced. Type Amen to get blessing 555. What was signed in secret is now coming to light. A legal door you never approved has been opened. And something of value was promised without your permission. They thought you would never find out. But what they forgot is, divine timing watches over everything. And the timing for exposure is now. You are being guided toward something greater, but first this shadow must be cleared. Before the next blessing arrives, betrayal must be removed. That's why this message is urgent. They are preparing another paper. This time, it's worse. This time, your name is being signed as if you are giving away everything you worked for. Type Amen to get blessing 666. There's a place, an office, where your file has been moved to. That file has been marked with a red dot. The red means, targeted. A man with a dark voice and silver ring on his right hand is part of this circle. You do not know him, but he has been paid to manipulate legal doors against you. Someone has given him permission to act as your representative without your consent. That's why your energy has felt violated. You were right to pull back from people lately. There are phone calls, silent ones, made about you at strange hours. Someone is feeding your personal information to strangers. But heaven has begun tracking every move. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, a lawyer will soon call your name. Don't panic, this is the beginning of exposure. You'll soon be handed a document you didn't sign, but your name will be on it. That paper is the proof heaven needs to unleash divine judgment. There is someone who will regret underestimating your spiritual armor. Your tears have summoned power. The betrayal that came from that one signature is tied to finances, land, or inheritance. Something that belongs to you has been redirected. But it won't stay stolen. You are spiritually shielded, even though the physical world looks messy. God has sent His warriors to encamp around you. You are surrounded. Type Amen to get blessing 888. A woman with gold bracelets has been laughing about the situation. She thinks it's over for you. But her laughter is short-lived. She didn't just watch it happen, she gave the final approval. Her words were, they won't even know what hit them. But she forgot that what you don't know, angels still see. This betrayal will cost her something irreversible. You are not to seek revenge, your power will come through exposure and reversal. What they took will return multiplied. The person who once stood before you and promised, I will protect you, is now hiding their face. They sense what's coming. Divine exposure is not polite, it's thunderous. Type Amen to get blessing 999. An elder figure who always warned you about trusting too fast has been proven right. Their words echo now more than ever. But do not fall into bitterness, this is your refining season. The angel near you is sharpening your discernment. You will never fall into this trap again. Your spirit has leveled up. There is someone coming into your life who will reveal everything. They know the inside plan. They've been silent, but they're about to speak because the weight of guilt is drowning them. They cannot carry the secret anymore. Your name has been discussed too much in dark rooms. This person will bring you what you need to expose the betrayal legally. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. This is not a coincidence, this was planned. The delay in your progress, the confusion in your finances, the way things started to crumble, this signature is the root. Archangel Michael says, do not fear what is being shaken. It must be shaken for the hidden to fall out. What seemed like loss is the beginning of rescue. Do not engage with those who betrayed you. Silence will protect you more than confrontation. Let God and the courts of heaven handle this. There's an unexpected letter coming in the mail. Read it slowly, it will contain a name, a number, and a clue. That letter is your key. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. They tried to push you out of your own promise. But what is destined cannot be revoked. What is written by heaven cannot be erased by human hands. A courtroom will eventually be involved. But you won't be there alone. A spiritual representative has already gone before you. Someone who once celebrated your victories now rejoices in your chaos. But they forget, you are chosen. Your downfall was scheduled, but so was your rising. The betrayal was harsh, but your comeback will shake cities. The glory returning to you is fierce. Nothing about your journey has been ordinary. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. You will dream of a building. In that dream, you will see doors. One door has light, another has smoke. Choose the door of light when the time comes, it's prophetic. The person who betrayed you will try to come back pretending to help. Do not accept it. It's a trap to pull you deeper into confusion. You are too close to your elevation to entertain deception again. God will reward your silence. Your peace will speak louder than your pain. They called it business, but it was betrayal. They called it help, but it was a trap. Now, heaven calls it exposed. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. There's a man with a briefcase who will soon walk into a room where your name is spoken. He will not bow to lies. He is sent to shift the decision in your favor. Someone you least expected will defend you. A divine reversal is coming. Everything signed against you will now be unsigned by force. Do not mourn over who switched on you. Let their absence become space for new blessings. You are being set apart. They planned with pens, but heaven will respond with fire. They used paperwork, but God will use purpose. You will not be mocked. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. The person who betrayed you with that signature will soon face consequences they cannot escape. Their name will lose power in places it once ruled. A financial door that was locked will be reopened for you. It will come quickly and unexpectedly. And the name on the check will be yours. A record of everything they did is already in the spiritual courtroom. Judgment is being written now. What they thought was hidden has been recorded. Your next season will begin with restoration. You'll look back at this betrayal and say, that's the moment everything turned. Heaven works like that. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Their signature was meant to end your hope, but it birthed your breakthrough. They opened a door meant to destroy you, but God will walk you through it in triumph. This message reached you not by accident. It arrived on time. Just like your angels. You are divinely protected, deeply loved, and spiritually shielded. What was meant for harm will birth your highest favor. Your name is written in the fire of purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Archangel Michael says, what they signed behind your back will now be torn in front of the world. The betrayal that once hid in silence is now shaking in exposure. This is the season where justice rises like lightning. There is an envelope, sealed in secret, that was never meant for your eyes. But it will come to you. It holds the last piece of truth you've been waiting for. The betrayal that unfolded with a pen is more dangerous than any sword. But the angels are not letting this slide. They have taken record of every deception spoken under your name. You'll begin to hear whispers. People will start acting strange. That's because the truth is crawling into their space and forcing confessions out of unwilling mouths. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. They will deny it at first. But even their lies will betray them. The evidence will speak louder than their voices. You will no longer feel confused about who's real. This betrayal will reveal more than one snake. Some wore smiles while watching your downfall unfold. A woman with shoulder-length hair and a nervous twitch in her left hand was involved in the false agreement. She kept her hands clean, but her silence was soaked in guilt. She will crack first. Watch for someone to slip up in casual conversation. They will mention a meeting or a paper that you were never supposed to know about. That's your confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. They thought betraying you would bring them blessings. But betrayal never blooms, only curses. What they tried to take from you will now drain from their own hands. Your silence has not gone unnoticed by heaven. You chose peace instead of retaliation. Now peace will reward you with power. The person who betrayed you once protected you for real. But something changed. Greed entered. And greed does not spare anyone. You were used as a stepping stone. They thought you wouldn't notice. But Archangel Michael has placed the truth before your eyes, now you cannot unsee it. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The signature was supposed to block your promotion. But it will now serve as the exact thing that pushes you into it. What was written against you will turn into your scroll of victory. Your name was written in betrayal. Now it will be written in gold. You will rise not despite them, but because of what they tried to do. A set of numbers will appear to you. This is not random. It may show up on a receipt, a clock, or a dream. That number will guide you to the person who holds a secret document. The people involved in this betrayal have already started turning on each other. Their alliance was built on lies. And lies do not hold together for long. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. One of them is scared now. They sense something coming. They feel the walls of their own betrayal closing in on them. There will be a sudden accident, not to harm you, but to shake them. Heaven will not allow this injustice to continue in silence. They will be stopped before they go further. Your angels are not sleeping. Every time you cried and said, "Why does this keep happening to me?" They were preparing this moment of reversal. Watch as someone who was once praised begins to fall from public favor. Their truth will spill. And the world will know what they did to you. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Your story is not ending in betrayal. It is rising through it. You were never supposed to blend in. You were born to break curses. Archangel Michael says, the papers they signed behind your back will now require their public explanation. And that explanation will be their undoing. You have a guardian near you that has prevented far worse than you know. What was supposed to happen to you last week was cancelled in silence. Your steps have been protected even when you didn't feel it. Someone will come to you and say, "I didn't want to get involved, but you need to know this." That moment will open the door to your deliverance. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. The person who betrayed you isn't sleeping well. Nightmares are chasing them. Guilt is louder at night, and they're running from it. They thought they could make peace with betrayal. But their soul is now at war. You don't need revenge, truth is already doing the work. There's a bank involved. A transaction tied to your name, but not authorized by you. Heaven has marked it, and soon, authorities will too. Do not be surprised if people who ignored you before suddenly want to check in. That's not love. That's fear, because your power is about to be revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. The document that was meant to harm you will now serve as proof of their dishonor. You will not need to raise your voice, your integrity will speak for you. Watch how suddenly you're remembered. Opportunities that were lost will return. And you will realize they were only delayed until the betrayal was removed. You are walking into a room where your name was once dirted, and you will walk out with favor. The same mouth that cursed you will whisper your praises. They cannot block you anymore. The veil is off. What's yours is no longer hidden. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. A message will be sent to you in a strange way, through someone you barely know. It will carry a screenshot, an address, or a sentence that changes everything. The timing of this exposure is divine. You needed to be spiritually ready to handle it. That's why it didn't come sooner. Every time you thought, why am I always betrayed? No, this was the last betrayal before breakthrough. This was the signature that triggered your rising. They planned, but God positioned. They lied, but you lasted. You survived what was meant to silence you. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. The betrayal will be reversed. And those who cheered while you fell will have to watch you rise. You'll receive a message that simply says, they didn't win. And you'll smile, not because of revenge, but because peace has returned. Archangel Michael is clearing the air around you. Everything fake is being removed. A friend is not who they seem. This betrayal touched layers of your life you don't yet realize. But each layer is being cleaned, one by one. This season of tears is not punishment, it is preparation. Your blessing is coming clean, pure, and surrounded by angels. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. Do not doubt the delay. Do not regret the silence. It saved you from signing a second betrayal. What you thought was a closed door was God locking it before your enemy could push you inside. You were spared, even when you felt abandoned. There is a city, a place, where your name has been whispered with jealousy. That city will one day call you back, but this time, with respect and recognition. You will walk back into the same places where you were broken, and this time, you will walk in as the light. Your feet are ordered. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. There will be celebrations on your name. Yes, your name, the same name they tried to defame. But what heaven writes cannot be erased. Forgive them, but don't return. The path forward is clean because their footprints are no longer on it. You are free. This is your confirmation. The betrayal didn't destroy you. It designed your destiny. And now, every paper signed against you is nothing more than a cancelled assignment. Heaven has revoked it all. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. Your name is no longer tied to shame. It is being rewritten in honor, justice, and blessing. Heaven is not finished, this is only the beginning. Let the signature serve as your final scar. But not your identity. You are chosen, covered, and called. Archangel Michael says, they will never touch your destiny again. Because it is now protected by a realm they cannot reach. Get ready. You're about to receive what was stolen, with interest. You're about to be honored in the presence of every betrayer. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. This is divine justice. This is your time. And the angels are already marching on your behalf. They betrayed you with a pen, but heaven restored you with fire. You are stronger now. The storm only polished the crown you were born to carry. You made it. And now, it's their turn to watch what favor looks like. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Archangel Michael says, the enemy's hand has written your name in deceit, but God's hand is rewriting your destiny in glory. The betrayal wasn't just an act, it was a spiritual attempt to remove you from your rightful position. But what they didn't realize is that heaven already placed a seal of protection over your name. Their pen signed against you, but your pain signed a contract with destiny. That signature was not your ending, it was your invitation to a higher elevation. And now, divine judgment has begun its final phase. You will hear things soon, words you weren't meant to hear. Conversations that were supposed to stay hidden will come into your space. Those who plotted in darkness are now trembling in the light of truth. They will try to say it was just business. But spiritual betrayal is never just business, it's warfare. And you, chosen one, have been armored from the beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. The reason you felt heaviness in your body lately is because your name has been used spiritually. They mentioned you during rituals of control, trying to tie your destiny into legal knots. But every binding attempt has now failed. The betrayal came through someone with access. They knew your passwords, your history, your triggers. That's what made it so sharp. This betrayal was never about you being weak, it was about you being powerful. They feared the version of you that was rising. That's why they tried to stop it prematurely. But it's too late now. The angels have stepped into the courtroom. Your case is being handled not just by lawyers, but by heaven's highest authority. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. There's a reversal happening. Someone who once ignored you will now call your name in desperation. They will say, "Can we talk?" But the answer will be silence. Don't step back into any space where betrayal was comfortable. What's ahead of you is purer, stronger, cleaner. You don't need to pick up what was broken to feel whole. A door will close soon, violently. Do not be afraid. That slam is your sign that heaven has sealed off the place where your pain originated. The angels aren't done. One final move is left, and it will be the most powerful. You're going to wake up soon feeling lighter, because your name has just been removed from a list of curses. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. Your breath is returning. Peace is landing. Everything the betrayal took from you is being multiplied and returned, pressed down, overflowing. Watch how blessings come in waves. Not one, but many. Not delayed, but doubled. The betrayal was simply a broken bridge so that God could build you a throne. You are no longer walking under their shadow. You're walking under the covering of heaven. The light around you will disturb many, but it will protect you from all. A financial door is being unlocked. Someone who witnessed the betrayal will speak your name in a boardroom. And the decision made in that moment will change your future. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. Don't panic when you're asked to sign something soon. This time, heaven is involved. This time, your spirit will recognize the blessing. You will be asked to reclaim what was lost. Land, money, opportunity, influence. What was diverted is returning, with spiritual compensation. The courts of men are now aligned with the courts of angels. No weapon forged through lies will stand. You are being delivered, document by document. Your life is shifting. No longer on hold. No longer trapped in someone else's selfish game. You're being repositioned to rule. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. Let them watch. Let them wonder how you made it. Let them talk. Because what is happening in your life now is untouchable. Their betrayal forced you into a place of solitude, but that solitude became your sanctuary. That stillness became your training ground. You didn't lose them. You lost the chains. You didn't lose security. You gained strength. The person who betrayed you has already begun to feel the reversal. Their plans are collapsing. Their energy is confused. Their favor is leaking. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. One of them may try to apologize, but don't forget what they cost you. You can forgive, but do not forget. Your new chapter cannot hold old pain. There is a contract you'll be shown soon. This time, it's written in truth. You will recognize the difference immediately. Your spirit will feel peace, not pressure. Archangel Michael says, do not be surprised when those who signed against you begin to fall off one by one. They are being removed before they can even attempt a second betrayal. This is your territory now. Spiritually and physically. What was once uncertain is now sealed in favor. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. You are about to receive a phone call you never expected. A voice will say, we need to revisit your file. That's not just paperwork, that's prophecy unfolding. You may feel nervous, but do not fear. That call is part of your angelic rescue plan. They are retrieving what was hijacked. In one day, everything can change. In one email, one letter, one divine moment, your destiny can be restored. That moment is almost here. Your spirit knows it. Your body feels it. That sudden urge to clean, to prepare, to separate, yes, that's because your blessing is on the move. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. There is no stopping what's coming for you now. No pen can forge it. No hand can block it. No voice can silence it. The person who signed your betrayal signed their own spiritual chain. What they tried to curse has now been crowned. Let go of the need to explain yourself. Truth needs no defense. And soon, even your enemies will be silenced by your breakthrough. Your story is not one of heartbreak, it's one of resurrection. You rose, even when they thought you would drown. You rose without revenge. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. You've crossed the line of no return. There is no going back to what broke you. There is only forward motion now, fueled by clarity, grace, and divine favor. Celebrate in private. Your public win is coming. And the world will watch heaven defend your name. The signature meant to erase you will now be framed as evidence of your divine protection. That paper has no power anymore. It was once a threat. Now it's a testimony. God rewrote the ending. And it begins with your name shining in victory. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. You didn't fall apart. You transformed. You didn't get destroyed. You discovered. What they did with one signature, God reversed with one whisper. Not this one, he said. They are chosen. So rise. Let your energy shift. Let your face glow. The season of betrayal has expired. And heaven has placed your crown on your head. Type Amen to get blessing 4141.